know you guys have been practicing in limited time, but being that today is officially the first day, does it feel different, like the first day of school type of thing?
I think it definitely does because Coach wanted to make an emphasis on us like switching gears from like preseason, like the preseason to like right now. So we've been kind of going a little bit lighter, doing like a lot of like group workouts and stuff. But now is like when we really get together as a team and when we can really start like working on our togetherness and like how we're gonna play during our games.
Jason, what have you learned about maybe this group, about yourself? Just what have you learned through the preseason?
Right. I've learned that this is going to be a great group of guys. Everybody has a great work ethic. Everybody's in the gym before, after practice, getting shots up, and I feel like this is going to be a great team for us because we've got a lot of seniority, but we've also got a lot of new faces. So we got a lot of guys that can show the new guys what to do, basically. So we got a good squad.
What type of a headspace are you in compared to last year?
I would say I'm in a pretty similar headspace. Obviously, at this time last year, I hadn't got my injury yet, so I was really confident going into the season, and that's how I am right now. I've been putting a lot of work in over the offseason, doing everything that I need to do to prepare myself for this season. So I think that I'm in a great position. I'm right where I want to be at, and I'm only going to go up from here. So
What have the points of emphasis been for you throughout the offseason?
a lot of shooting, a lot of three-pointers, because that's probably what I was lacking the most last year. That's probably one of the roles that I need to start playing a lot more is just being a great shooter. And that's what I've been doing a lot during the off season, and it's been showing during our workouts and stuff. I'm shooting at a much higher percentage than I was last year, and I think that's the biggest point of emphasis.
Looks like you also put on a little bit of muscle too. Have you added a little weight there? Or?
So I've actually done the opposite. I've like slimmed up a little bit. I'm down around like the high 220s. So last year throughout the season I was like 235, like a little higher than that, but I've like slimmed up. So it's like a lot more definition there, but I've lost a couple pounds so I can move a lot better. I can guard a lot more positions and I can jump a lot higher. So yeah.
Back in Detroit, you were saying about how that was going to light a fire under you all off season. How did that fuel you? Did you use that as motivation? Was up on a chalkboard? Like how are you going about it?
Yeah, so it definitely did motivate me a lot. This is probably the most work I've put in any off season so far, just because of how much I wanted this year. I just want people to know, like people be able to see like the work that I've put in. Like obviously they're not going to know what it is because they're not in the gym with me all the time, but when I step on the court, I want them to be able to notice how much better I've gotten.
Jason, how have you seen the new pieces gel with what you guys bring back from last year?
So our new guys are definitely fitting in like really, really well, especially because we've got guys back like Kalk and Steven and Mason just to help show them the ropes and help get them going. But the guys are going to fit in perfectly. Like they love running the floor, they love shooting threes, and that's what we do here. So yeah.
Okay, so what's this when you take a step back and just kind of evaluate the next 6 weeks? What's this preseason about for you specifically, and maybe this group as a whole?
So I think starting off with me specifically, it's going to be figuring out how to play better with all the guys. Like I'm going to be playing a little bit of a different role this year because I'm one of the older guys now. So it's going to be about me figuring out how to play well with the new guys and stuff, and how to kind of get the younger guys going as well. And then as a team, it's going to be about everybody being able to stay focused in practice and locking in on the plays that we need to do and paying attention to little details, because like every drill we do, there's a purpose for it. We're not just doing it to do it. So I think that the biggest thing for us is going to be learning that everything we do has a purpose, and we need to make all those things we do into a habit, basically.
What's your biggest takeaway personally, what you learned, like playing the way you did towards down the stretch?
My biggest takeaway was that no matter who you are in the court, you can always contribute something. Like I wasn't the best scorer or the best defender on the court all the time, but I did like all the little things that could keep me in the game. And that's something that's going to stick with me regardless forever, because even if I become like the best scorer on the team or if I become the best defender or whatever, I'm still going to do the same things that I did last year towards the end of the season, because those are intangibles.
You mentioned moving better. It's maybe guarding more some perimeter assignments. That's something you're hoping to do this year.
Oh yeah, something like that. I want to be able to guard as many positions as I can. I think I'm going to be guarding the 5 a little bit, and then I want to be able to guard the 2 through the 4. So I think losing those pounds and getting a little bit quicker is definitely going to help me in the long run.
You mentioned Mason among some of the returning leadership. How is he really kind of involved in that role this summer?
Yeah, so beginning of the summer, he was like a really big part of everything we were doing. He was very vocal, and then he had a little injury, I think halfway through the summer or something like that. So he had to kind of take a little bit of a step back and do all his rehab and stuff. But since he's been like coming back and stuff, I can definitely notice his presence on the court wherever I'm at. Like if somebody needs help with something, he'll be there to talk him through it because he's been here. This will be his fourth year, I'm pretty sure. So he's been through it enough times to know what needs to be done, basically.
What's Fedor been like? He obviously was a late add, but
Right.
what have you seen from him so far?
I feel like he's fitting perfectly with us. He's got a great jump shot. He's got a very high IQ. He knows what plays to make. He's just a really good guy to be around, like in the locker room, just to hang out with and stuff. So I feel like he's fitting here perfectly.
What did it say to you that Ryan and Steven came back here for another year?
It means a lot to me. I know those guys had a bunch of opportunities, but the fact that they were able to make the decision to stay here and stick with this team for one more year just means a lot to me, especially after the success we had last year. And I think they just want to come back for one last season and see what they can do for us. So yeah.
What is Jasen going to bring to this team?
He's going to bring a lot of things to this team. He's got, I think he's like 6'9". He's got a crazy good jump shot. He's got a crazy good build just for offense. So I think he's gonna bring like a lot of pressure on the perimeter for us, like kind of drag away help defenders, because if he gets an open shot, he's gonna knock it down. So.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, thank you guys.
Thank you.